28 gone into the hour. 1 on Asaase Radio on Yaad Settingz. We're live on 99.5 in Accra, 98.5 in Kumasi, 100.3 in Cape Coast, 99.7 in the northern region, Tamale. Asaase Radio, we are nationwide. Our guest is the one named Hezron. Hezron, how are you doing?
Well, I'm there up on the battlefield, brother. Enough respect, love the energy, you know?
You don't see it. It's good to have you on Zoom right now, and trust me, I must say, the whole Ghana, I've been walking around, seeing a lot of billboards with Hezron on, and I'm like, but wait, what is going on, man? Wagwan. Hezron is touching Ghana. But before then, let us know, to all those, me, Lagazee, based on my research and my back and forth those days with Hezron, I know Hezron proper. You understand me? But right now, to all the Ghanaians who don't know Hezron, if we talk about Hezron, who exactly are you?
Hezron, well, Hezron is just somebody. It's just somebody who love music, you know. I'm just a man who love music, you know. I sing, write the own music, play music, play instruments and all that stuff. I'm just they would say a true artist in all the sense of it, you know. So I mean, so I don't know if that's like a limited, that's like a deduced version of you know, in this time of Hezron. It's just a man that just love music and do music from the heart and the soul and all that stuff. To talk about the full Hezron, you're going to need about 5 hours, you know.
Easy. Now, talk to me about this particular song, Those Days. You know, the first time I heard about Hezron was that song. And
oh yeah?
Yeah, man. And those days, I was on TV, so I was showing the video clippings of that particular song back and forth on the TV. You understand me? Now, I always wanted to know this for me. What exactly motivated you to do that song, Those Days?
Those days? Well, you see, I'm from a place, you know what I mean, I'm a countryman, you know? In Jamaica, we call it countryman. I'm from the countryside. I'm from a place in Montego Bay called Reading. There's a lot of different sections of, like, Mayal. It's a place true gully, in other words. So it's like the countryside of Montego Bay, I mean, I've been no more base. So, and when I mean, the memory, like, as you know, I'm a bigger man now, but the memory, the life that I used to live, the things that we used to experience as a child, there's so much, you know what I mean, as I got older, it's so much different as I went out into the world and came back, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. And I find that one day, looking back at those great days, the experience that I had, you know what I mean, musically, you know what I mean, artistically, you know what I mean, and you know, and just the whole journey, the people, you know, culturally, I noticed that there was a difference. I guess nothing stayed, nothing lasts forever. But as an artist, you know, we always express ourselves. And it just came on me one day to say, man, I wish those good old days, those days when we had fun, innocence, when we had innocent kind of, you know what I mean, innocent kind of just fun, just thinking of nothing but every day getting up and just living life to the fullest without having no desire for so much material things in the world, but just wishes, you know. So, you know what I mean, remember when I used to see all those artists back in the days like Bounty Killer and Beenie Man clashing and, you know what I mean, those good vibes, all the good vibes. And that's why the song came to me, you know. So, I mean, and I had to write about it.
So it means that the dance don't look like how it used to be at first with all...
Well, it definitely don't look like it used to be at first. As a matter of fact, when I came on a while ago, I'm here, you play the music, and you play the music. It reminds me of the good old days, remind me of those days, the way how you juggle it, you know, the tone and the vibe and the catch, and all that. It's like you had the soul, you know. So the good old soul days, it changed, you know. And in so many ways where back in the days, woman used to be on the dance floor enough. But nowadays I see more man that lead out in the dance, like they want to let down the woman and they want to bounce them out of the way.
Yes, it's serious because now when you go into the dance, we have more man than woman. And I'm thinking, where are the women? Because them say, bring the queen and leave the machine. But, but right now, it kind of look like if you go in a dance, it's a be a man.
Yeah,
be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah,
and
man.
be a man, they take over the floor. The woman them can't even dance in peace. The man them like they want to kick them out of the way. I said, what?
Yeah,
we live in a new time, but me rather the old days. So we have to talk about it.
Definitely. So you growing up at the early stage of Jamaica, before you even migrated to the US and all that, let's talk about your experience with the sound system, with the sound systems at that particular era, because I know that almost 99.9% of artists, who sing good, like yourself, sing from the diaphragm and all that, have experience with a sound system that your song must get bust in a sound system, on a sound system, before you even go into the studio to record. How was your experience?
Yeah, man, definitely, man. You know what go on, man. You do beyond the research.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know what era? Yeah, in my era. I mean, well, I'm from True Gully, but like I'm in the valley.
Yeah.
But they were surrounded by two hill mountain, but there were two villages again. One was Mayal and one Towile. But I was in the middle. But up at Mayal, it's like about like a 20 minutes walk. Coming through the village, through the bushes at night. I would go up in it, like up on Mayal was really like it was the main place. Like you call those place like you call a place like where everybody would come together and have fun in the street. The only place up there that have back then that had street light. The kind of way, because we live in the dark, so that was the only spot, the main place, So right there, they also have sounds all the time, wicked force sound, ghetto mix. And while I was going to school, I used to come and I used to hear some people doing them DJing and all that thing, And I used to love the music long time. And even though I was a schoolboy, I used to always say, man, I want to go inside and touch the mic and all these things, And I used to go home and write lyrics. When I leave school, I go home and write some lyrics and go back and test it on those sounds. You understand? The wicked force sound, ghetto mix sound and all that stuff. So the training was real. So we had to go out there and take it on the real way to compete against like the ones before me, the legends. And they would find out, they would realize that, sometimes when I come and approach it that way and take it on, I would hear compliments like, yo, youth. Your body, you have potential, you can DJ, you can sing and all these vibes. So that was the training. The training was just like you said, we just have to come on the mic and move the people, and move the sound, and I'm just naturally that vibes. There was no studio thing. Long before going to the studio.
All right.
We had to, yeah, man.
All right. So right now, I would like to know your first experience in the studio. Which studio was it?
Yo, the first studio I went to. Was a studio, I think it was like 16. Again, school, I was going to school, and it was a sound called Digital Sound Studio. The studio was called Digitech, but the sound was, but it was the studio, a sound system, a big sound system at that studio, It was Digital Sound. I don't know if you even know that sound, but the studio was called Digitech, of course, name of it. And when I got in there the first time, I think I did a song. I did a song called, I used to DJ back then, A DJ was a fun thing.
Oh, okay.
Did a song, man, they did a song like How Some Girl Look Fine, so something like that.
Yeah.
Long time ago,
So
I'm going there and nice of the place.
So it means that you used to DJ before sing?
Yeah, man, I used to DJ, man. I used to sing that DJ, We sing in at church, but we used to love the DJ more,
All right.
When I was when I was 11 and all that stuff, 9, 10, 11, because I grew up in a family of singers, like my grandfather a singer.
Yeah.
My grandparents, my granduncles a singer, my little brother a singer. Musicians come from a family of singers, church singers, in the village. They know that they just have natural talents, and all that stuff, and you call them, and my grandfather was like a singer with them call, he used to go around every dead yard, at funerals and dead yards and all that stuff. Nine night singers. My grandfather and another man called Mr. Butty were two famous singers there. For every dead house, for every 9 nights, they were called to sing and nice to the place and go and drink. You know, so I'm from that era, but while in church, it was kind of boring. As a younger man, I never used to like the whole church vibe. I mean, I could sing, but I couldn't like. So I love the dancehall vibes. Because when you're younger, you love the hype. So I went into the dancehall world. So I started to love get the DJ and all that thing. So we're versatile in many senses, you know.
All right.
So yeah.
So in which year did you decide to leave Jamaica and go to America, go spend some time before I came back again to Jamaica? And what exactly was the issue?
Well, I mean, like the story of many young men in the Caribbean, in poverty, grew up in poverty, and the parents, some family member get a chance to migrate to the US, to the UK, or Canada, you know, for betterment. So my parents migrated, and they got you and filed for us, the kids. So we migrated, you know, for a better life. You know what I mean? And I was like 19-year-old. And, you know, went to the US 19-year-old. It was 1996, I think, 95. You know, so just a story. The time in all over the world, people migrate for better life. So this was the same story. Because we grew up in a poverty, but even though we grew up in poverty, you know, we still maintain some.
Definitely.
So you don't.
Definitely. 40 minutes going into the one here on Asaase Radio, the voice of our land. We have been one-on-one with Hezron all the way from Jamaica. And for a while now, if you are in Accra, Kumasi, Cape Coast, and in the northern region, and you walk through town, you will see the billboards, you understand me, you know, signaling that, yo, at the end of the day, we're going to have this particular gentleman in Ghana.
Easy.
But moving forward now, I have seen the billboards. I have gone into some meetings. You know, I have had some talks and all that. But I prefer hearing from the lion's own mouth. You understand me? Yeah, man. Because I heard people saying, oh, from the horses, you know, it own mouth and all that. And this man can be a horse. The man a lion. So I prefer to hear from the lion's own mouth that, yo, you know, really and truly what we are seeing, is it what it is, or there is a different twist to the whole thing? So Hezron, you have the floor now. We've seen that this November you will be in Ghana. True or false?
Easy.
True, man. Definitely, man. Yeah, man. True, man. In a few days, you know?
In a few days.
In a few days.
In a few days. Wow.
Coming back home, you know? Coming back home to the man alive, I don't know.
All right, so let me find out from you. Since when did this particular, you know, coming back to Africa movement step in for Hezron? That you decided that you decided to come to Africa and you wouldn't go to no other African country than Ghana, because we say Ghana is the gateway to Africa. So I don't know the reasons behind this. So you will tell me now.
Well, I mean, this is from, I'm a Maroon, you know. I don't know if you know about the Maroon tribe.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a Maroon, my mother and father side, you know, both sides of families. Traditionally, from me grew up, me hear about the Ashanti tribe, I hear about, you know, with family. My father always tell me about, you know, where we're from, you know, and all that stuff. You always hear that name. Didn't understand it as a youth, you know, and then as I got older and I researched, I started realizing that he was talking about Ghana, West Ghana, where we're from. Most Jamaicans Jamaicans are from West Ghana. Most slaves are from the Ghana. They came through the channels of West Ghana, you know. So we always hear these things, you know. And my uncle, as a Rasta man, we get up every morning and we hear the chant, you know. And my father and my grandfather and the leaders and musical leaders, here, Peter Toji and Bob, were surrounded by this chant every day through our whole life that going back to Africa, you know, and it's a part of us. And we did a kind of test, ancestral test, and found out that yes, we're definitely from there, you know. And so it's no surprise going back. It's no surprise that, you know what I mean, this was a natural, that's a return. So this is a story, you know, the way we are from. And this is why I want to come back and find out some more stuff. I want to come back and really meet because I want to know the exact channels. I want to know my last name. Because it couldn't, you know what I mean, Clark could never be my last name, see?
Of course.
And as a man, you know what I mean, we already know. So the story is so long, I don't know if I can even explain it properly because it's so deep when I think about it and I touch the heart, you know.
Of course. And on a more serious note, when you finally touch down Ghana, we can sit and have like 2 hours or 3 hours and go into some of these things. You understand me?
Of course.
Yeah, man, for us to go deeper into things. But, you know, in the meantime, which day are you touching down Ghana?
Easy.
Which day are you touching down Ghana?
Well, it's supposed to be at the 21st, no? It's supposed to be the 21st.
The 21st?
You know, yeah, man. God willing and everything, man. And the flight is right and everything. And then, you know, during that week, 21st, 22nd. You know, I think, but I did it 21st, you know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're breaking the news. The 21st and the 22nd.
Within that week, you know.
Within that week, trust me, Hezron will be in Ghana. So you must know what go on. You understand me? Everything is everything and everything is all right. The info I got was the man went for a show last night like myself. You understand me? So he had to rush back and come in and, you know, prepare for this interview just to break the news that, you know, to solidify all we've been saying all this while and all the billboards we are seeing in town, that he is coming to Ghana. So Ghana, prepare for this particular man. But I can't have you on here without you giving us a little line from those days. You know, I know Man on a Mission album is what we are working with, but let's do a little thing about those days. Then we'll come back and talk about Man on a Mission, and then we'll wrap it up.
Anything where you feel, man. I remember say a long time in the business, you know.
Definitely.
I mean, it's something, you know. So once you feel it, yeah, man, because we will sing them all.
Yeah, man.
I wish those days would come back again. Oh, I wish those days would come back again. But yeah, so nice every time. Shoot marble and dice, give me football and play 6-6 aside. And hey, but a bubble up, rumba, rhymes turn up. But a trick yard and damn, you know, I create all the hype. Turn up the radio now, Lagazee, playing down there on the radio. And people from all around, from sundown to sunup, asking for more. Said Oliver, you like no. Say we bigger Yaad and Broadway. And we need to take a trip down Ghana now with Lagazee playing right. How I wish those days would come back again. Oh, I wish those days would come back again.
All right, Hezron, let's touch down on Man on a Mission. You know, the album. Why Man on a Mission?
Well, Man on a Mission is it represents so many things, you know, so many aspects of life, musically. You know, the different for me it was musically. And also you know, the traditions. The journey of a man's struggle, the journey of the everyday, music. When I say Man on a Mission, I mean, for me personally as a musician, I meant like reggae music on a mission. The music on a mission, you know. Because at one point for the part, like I observed for the past 6-7 years, like there was a kind of dip in reggae. I kind of realized that people were confusing the genres, you know, mixing it up with dancehall, which is two different music, and two different. It is from the same place, but it's two different music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt like out there in the world, there were so many different farms and different names that was claiming, you know what I mean, that was claiming the position.
Mm-hmm.
And they were ignoring the real music, the real representation, which is what you hear. Like you hear those days, you hear Man on a Mission, you hear these things. Mm-hmm. And for me, I feel like they were trying to, many people were talking about it like it wanted to get rid of, you know what I mean? Even though I know it couldn't go away in Africa because it's a soul music. So I felt like, you know, I had to come back. You know what I mean? Because every time I look out there on social media, I'm not seeing reggae vibes. I'm not seeing reggae vibes. All I'm seeing is the different kind of music, the dancehall vibes. Nothing wrong with it. I love dancehall. I do dancehall. And another one, them call them call them again. What kind of name, you know? Yeah, so I said, you know what? Every music have its place.
Of course.
But I don't want to. No, reggae music is reggae music. So I decided I wasn't going to the studio and put it back. My aim of this album was called music. The essence of this album, the theme, is music to mainstream. Music to mainstream. So I kind of crafted this music in a way with elements of younger vibes, but real hardcore reggae music, rhythm, drum and bass, real top musicians. The name Dean Fraser, Kirkwood, the drummer, you know, I mean, Danny Basie and all these things. And I, you know, and I teamed up with a man, with a record label called Touch Records. As you know, Touch Records have been for 40 years. So
yeah.
I team up with the grown people,
yeah,
the legends, and the real deal to say we're going to stamp it back internationally. You know, I mean, put it back out there and let the younger generation know. And let the people know that this is the music and this is why we're defending. Not disrespecting to no other music.
Of course.
You know, but we just want the clarity. We just want to know that this music still exists. So we push out there, and you find that it represents many things in life. You know? It represents the fighting man, the struggling, the one that you think that, you know, there's a part in it that I say, there's a part in the life where I say, we are just ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
Yeah.
Smallest tide rocks the biggest boat. Who said it can't be done? Well, here I am. Man on a mission, you know?
Music to mainstream, man on a mission. Hezron Clark. Now, Hezron, I want you to tell me, on this 17 tracks, you know, album, which one is the eye favorite?
Yeah.
You must have one favorite that anytime you wake up, it'll knock your head and say, boy.
I would say I have a few favorites, you know, few favorites. Like Smile Today, yeah, few favorites, few examples. Smile Today, Made for the Battle, Resilience, Warriors 4. There are so many. I mean, I can't. Man on a Mission. Too much, yo. It's a consistent album. I can't tell you I can't.
Okay. All right. I just played my favorite on the album. That is the Taxi Driver. You know what I mean? You know. And
are you the favorite? You know?
I tell you. Yeah, man. So, in wrapping up, we will be waiting for you at the airport between the 21st, within that week. We will be at the airport waiting to welcome you in a grand style. You understand me? For taking that bold step that you're coming back home. You're coming to stay for some time and find your feet and all that kind of thing before you move back. You understand me? To Jamaica and then see how to come back finally and settle in. Hezron, I would like to say thank you so much for your time and space. But before I leave you, any words of encouragement, what do you have for Ghanaians whilst the eye is coming on the 21st?
Well, I mean, you see, over the years, you know, the more studies we have about where we're from in Ghana, West Ghana. And when I get, as the world changes and we have social media, and I can now, instead of just looking through somebody's documentary. Now we can actually see a post from an individual in Ghana and see what it's like over there. I feel so connected more, you know, and I feel so proud. And as I said, every time I touch this topic, it's so touching to the heart because I'm actually looking at Jamaica. I'm looking at Jamaicans in Ghana and Ghana in Jamaica. In other words, we are the same people.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah, it just says the same people, and it's no more a myth, and it's no more through the eyes of a controlled documentary. You know what I mean? With that English accent. You know the norm. That's how the norm. That's how we get it here in the world, in the West. You know.
Definitely.
So yeah. No, we can't hear our own accent, our own language. We can't see the post. So, I mean, I just want to say, come back home is a spiritual and I mean, what can I mean? The words, it's a spiritual return, you know what I mean? And you know, I look forward to coming home to see my family.
All right.
See my sisters, and I just want them to keep up the same spirit, to keep the same fighting spirit, the same resilient spirit, you know what I mean? And the culture vibes and the happiness what we have as Ghanaian within, that natural vibes, that natural happiness that overcome any obstacles, despite what you know what I mean, what we face, you know, the joy that you push to the world, you know, what people don't even understand, despite all adversities, you know, kind of way. So I mean, it's just, I'm humbled, you know, by the experience. I'm touched by the experience. Come back home, you know. Words cannot explain. All I have to do is to come and perform.
All right.
It's just a man on the mission. Yeah.
All right. Man on the mission, music to mainstream. Hezron, I would like to say thank you so much for your time and space, and I can't wait to meet you in person from the 21st.
It's about time because of years you have to play my music.
Yeah, man, of course, man.
Easy.